Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Tom Brody. It is 7:07. It's time for 7 minutes of sunshine. Today's going to be my last one for a little while here as I take a break. And so I thought I would just do a little reflection today. Um, Talk a little bit about why I started doing this and what it's been like. I started doing this program, gosh, just after the pandemic started in 2020. um, which was a few weeks after, right? I think it was in late April, early May. My very first interview was Mary Manat. She was awesome. She's somebody that I respect and admire, and she was fantastic. And then I did Denzel. I interviewed Denzel from Stonewall, and I interviewed over about 100 110, 12 people over the last 2 years and 2 months. And then I broadcast daily. I eventually cut that back to weekdays and then 4 days a week. And it's been about on episode 450. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Michael Cavan, my first husband, has been an avid listener, just made a comment. And I've had a few folks who listen every single day. I love each and every one of you. It's been so great, both the Susans and Richard McCarley, and there's a few other folks as well, Kimberly. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all that you've all joined me. But the reason I started was I did it a little bit selfishly, as I needed to focus on values, on what my values were, and put some positivity out there, and help do my part to inspire folks to think about what we can do better and how we can make a difference and the values that we believe in. And I had that little value wheel that I had all my guests do to determine the top 4 values and their superpower. And that was a wonderful process. And I really think that's at the core of this work, is to understand what our values are, what's important to us, do reflection around that, change them if they need to, but really let the most important ones rise and focus on them. And then understand that as you do that, you will make a difference. And those values might change just because we grow, right? What do we really value? What are the things we value? So I think that work is so important as individuals. I think that work is important for communities. And I got to do that work with the LGBTQ Roundtable, which was amazing work. I'm about ready to launch that work with my local Lions Club, which I've just become the president of, which is a very interesting venue to do that work. And one of the big values there is service, but just being very clear, getting folks aligned around those values, and then asking ourselves, what can we do to anchor in those values and to promote those values and to inspire those values? So I think this work is important. I think it's also important for our nation and the world. And I got to tell you, one of the biggest problems we have is folks aren't clear on what their values are, or that we're not aligned around the most important values that's going to lift up our country and the world. And there's some real competing values out there. Some of the biggest is love versus selfishness and greed, the me versus we, right? Balancing all of those things and trying to come together and understanding that we have got to do better, because if we don't, then we either all rise up together or we go down together in the long term. And we got to do it. So anyway, I was just trying to do my little part, and I've been loving this program. And I found that it's important sometimes to take a little break. That's my message to all of us today too, is take a little break, think about what you're doing, reflect. And that's the theme today, reflections. I'm going to be doing a little reflection as I shift some priorities in my life, and refocus my energies on a couple of things. So there you go. There you go. It's been a ride. I do want to acknowledge it, though. I am I'm really proud that I've been able to do all those. Took a lot of discipline. I'm really proud that I got to interview all those folks and lift up their stories. Some really neat folks on my program. And I'm going to reflect on how I can continue this work on the other side of this break. What's the best way to do it, right? I'm going to do it through the organizations that I'm focused in, but how do I continue to spread that, help folks focus on their values, know their values, focus on their values, help folks understand how worthy they are, how deserving of respect they are, how precious they are. Do my part to help folks understand that. So there you go, Susan Hyde. Thank you for all the mornings of sunshine. You bet. You bet. So I'm going to wind this up. Let's see. I had a nice little quote I wanted to end on today to get you to think a little bit about today. It says, "When you look at a field of dandelions, you can either see 100 weeds or 1,000 wishes." I love that. We can either see 100 weeds or 1,000 wishes. So there's a lot of wishes out there, folks. Remember, we're always looking for the good in everybody. We got to find it. We got to look for it and help them see it too. We got to look for the good and help them see it too. And that starts with ourselves. All right. So if I had to ask anything in my absence, for those of you that listen every day, keep doing this stuff. Keep anchoring in your values. I have all of those programs on the YouTube channel, 7 Minutes of Sunshine. You can go back and look at anything you want. 390 of them are up there. And then on the Facebook, they go back all the way to the beginning, of course. So they're all there, and you're welcome to go through those and listen and re-listen to anything you want. You're welcome to post on the 7 Minutes of Sunshine Reflections. There's a little group page there as well. Welcome to post anything to this community. And gosh, there you go. So thank you for all the time that you've listened. I'll be doing my reflection over the next couple of weeks as we move and launching this new business and working with the Lions Club over the next few weeks to help build that. And I'll see you on the other side, right? It might change a little bit. I'm not sure yet because I'm going to do some reflection. But anyway, I love each and every one of you very, very much. I love that I've gotten to spend this time with you. And I love all the work that I know each of you are doing in your own personal lives and in your community. But remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, the sun is always shining. You are the sunshine, right? All right, folks. Signing off for a few weeks. Take care. Love each and every one of you. Cheers. Bye-bye.